Hearn at Ringside Boxing Promotions in association with Capital Promotions UK. Sponsors for tonight's show are Hasselroda Premier Beer, and you're joining us live and exclusive on Sky Sports Television. All tonight's officials have been appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control. Inspectors Bob Rice and Graham Bingham. Area representatives Dave Roden and Les Potts. Timekeepers Harry Foxall and Brian Heath. And your referees in charge of tonight's action are John Keane from Northampton and Spencer Alton from Derby. Your matchmaker for tonight is Mr. Neil Bowers. Those are the officials, and these are your contestants. Firstly, introducing to you in the red corner, wearing the black and white shorts, he weighed in at 11 stone and 4 pounds. He comes into the ring with a professional record of 9 contests, winning 8, 2 inside the scheduled distance and 1 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Ukraine, Filip Bystrikov. And in the blue corner, wearing sky blue shorts, he weighed in at 11 stone, 8 pounds and 5 ounces. He comes into the ring with a professional record of 16 contests, winning all 16, 9 inside the scheduled distance. He is currently the WBU and IBO Intercontinental Middleweight Champion from Tull Hill in Coventry, Bendall.
When I tell you to break, I want you to stop boxing and step back. Understand? I want nothing to go on the back of the head. Keep your punches up. Shake hands, come out boxing.
As a professional, he's been a bit of a mystery middleweight, but as an amateur, he was class. Coventry's unheralded Stephen Bendall, a talented southpaw who's been plagued by problems outside the ring and has yet to really capture the imagination inside it. He has compiled a record of 16-0, fight number 17 against an international whose form is even less known in Ukraine's Filip Bystrikov here in the black trunks. But at last, a chance for Bendall to showcase Spencer and a fighter you'll remember well from your boxing past.
Yeah, Bendall boxed in the AVA finals the same year that I did. I know Bendall quite well from the amateur days, but haven't seen nothing of him as a professional. Good southpaw, classy boxer Bendall. He's got 9 knockouts on his record. He wasn't a big puncher as an amateur, but obviously hitting a bit harder now.
He's got a huge size difference here. Advantage over the Ukrainian, who weighed in at 11.4. Really a welterweight stroke light middle, and Bendall looks enormous in comparison.
Well, Bendall has got an enormous height and reach advantage, and he's got to use that to good effect. Starting well here.
The stocky Bystrikov, who has won 8 of his 9. His 1 defeat did come inside the distance. Most of his boxing in Russia. And as for Bendall, well, he's come up the silent route, I think is probably the right word, but the British middleweight scene is very wide open at the moment. So could this just be one of those slow burners who will finally come through? Good fast hands.
Yeah, good confident start from Bendall. He can't allow Bystrikov to get inside, because that's where the Russian will be comfortable. Bendall's got to work well behind that southpaw jab, as he's doing.
Oh, left hand! Floors Bystrikov, who goes down heavily and gets up very quickly. John Keane takes the count up. Well, could this be a bit of a mismatch? Another left, straight down the barrel, and Bystrikov has to hold on.
Yeah, solid left hands from Bendall. He can't miss with that shot. Again, getting through with the left hand.
But he's in serious trouble. The 21-year-old from the Ukraine, and to the delight of his Coventry crowd, Stephen Bendall putting on a show for them. It's only the second time he's fought in Coventry since the amateur days. He's been hidden down in the West Country and fought over in South Africa. But now at last, a chance for us to really see his potential.
Bystrikov trying to fight back there.
Well, as he goes hazily back to his corner, Bystrikov. What on earth will Filip Bystrikov say to him? It's going to be very, very hard. That was a quality start from Stephen Bendall and a beautiful shot.
Yeah, lovely left hand straight down the middle from Bendall. Great shot. Bystrikov was just there, no head movement from Bystrikov. Bendall landed the shot flush, didn't rush in afterwards, took his time and picked the left hands beautifully. Bystrikov needs to start moving that head. Bendall can't miss at the moment with that straight left hand.
Not known as a dynamic puncher, Stephen Bendall has got 9 inside the distance wins. And there's trainer Trevor Francis, Dean Francis, his father, with Stephen Bendall. Here's the second of 8 in the 11 stone 6 middleweight division. It's the sky blue colours of the tall, rangy southpaw Stephen Bendall, and Filip Bystrikov, his latest opponent, is having all sorts of difficulty coming to terms with the size, reach and speed of Bendall.
Yeah, Bystrikov really does look 3 weight divisions lower than Bendall. There's no head movement from him at the moment, and Bendall can't miss. In there with those straight left hands, working well behind the southpaw jab as well. Bendall, good classy display from him early on here in this contest.
This year he's beaten a couple of Eastern Europeans in Ahmet Dotuev, the former light middleweight world title challenger, and last time out, Victor Fisechko, our old friend who comes over from time to time from the Ukraine. It was a 10th round stoppage. He's normally pretty methodical, Bendall, but he's obviously looking to put on a display here and show that he's got real power too. That's a great left as well. Can't miss with that punch.
No, excellent shot straight down the middle there from Bendall. Bystrikov really can't find a way in at the moment. He's just rushing in. He needs to slip from side to side and start working the body from Bendall. Stephen Bendall in complete control in there at the moment.
Every time Bystrikov gets near Bendall, who has got a cut by the right eye, well, maybe that's from bustling inside the heads met from Bystrikov, who's been spurred on by that. But almost certainly to eat up more ammunition from Bendall. That's a surprise.
Yeah, it must have been from a clash of heads there, because Bystrikov hadn't landed a decent shot before that. That has spurred him on a little bit. He come forward, trying to put a little cluster of punches together. Bendall's kept his cool though, working well still behind that southpaw jab. And what a left hand again from Bendall.
Oh dear, Bystrikov is dropping his hands, and that's a massive mistake.
Again, the heads coming dangerously together there.
There's more blood from the eye of Bendall. Just round the side. And that really slashed across the face of Stephen Bendall. And another left hook from Bystrikov worsens the eye. Well, this will be an absolute travesty for Stephen Bendall if that was to get any worse. And there's blood freely flowing. Well, expert cutsman Mick Williamson working on the right eye of Stephen Bendall, which was from this head clash.
Yeah, you see the head clearly going in there from Bystrikov. That's where the damage was caused. Bendall kept his cool well.
He's got the man in the corner, Ricky Hatton, calls God. Mick Williamson so often saves fighters and patches up the cut so brilliantly. And in fact, Stephen Bendall was cut in his very last fight against Viktor Bystrikov, but he kept a cool head to box his way to victory. So one hopes that will happen here, but certainly Bystrikov has been spurred on by it.
Bendall started this round carrying that right hand quite low. He's got to be careful. Bystrikov got inside again there with a nice couple of shots.
A real unknown, this Filip Bystrikov, but he's got some guts to have got up off the floor in the very first round, and has won all but one of his fights. Only 2 stoppage wins, so a small man, not with a big punch. Bendall can't get careless here. He's got to stick to the good boxing, like that head snap right back of Bystrikov.
Yeah, good left hand there from Bendall. That's where he needs to keep it. He needs to keep it at range. He can't afford to get in close with Bystrikov because that's where he'll be comfortable. Short fighter likes to hook inside. Bendall boxing well on the outside. Good combination again from Bendall there.
Yes, he looks excellent when he has the room to move, such long arms. And it's always difficult to fight a gangly southpaw. And standing 6 feet tall, Stephen Bendall is that.
Another solid left hand again went in from Bendall. Bystrikov looked shaky on the legs there.
Backing Bystrikov up well now. Bendall using his weight advantage and superior skills. Again, the jab followed by a very quick left hand. The perfect combination to use here. Putting up an effort though, this Bystrikov, isn't he?
Yeah, he's come back well after that first knockdown in the first round. Rocking again on the legs there. I think that was a little short hook from Bendall. Bystrikov has come back well. He's really trying to make a fight of this one. He hasn't come here to lie down.
It's a right hand that goes through from the Ukrainian. That's good work from Bendall though. Again, found the space to maneuver. And an excellent round of boxing from Stephen Bendall.
Look out for international football coming up for you on Sunday afternoon. Italy against the Czech Republic, England, Brazil in the under-17 international tournament. It's live only on Sky Sports 1 from 12:30. Some stars of the future in action there. Here in Coventry, some big hopes on the line. Spencer and Adam.
Yes, Paul, Stephen Bendall, the 28-year-old from the Tile Hill area in Coventry. Boxing well here against Filip Bystrikov, over from the Ukraine. Bystrikov down in the opener and in serious trouble, but has stuck it out. And Bendall also cut by the right eye, but that doesn't look in any particular danger. He looks relaxed now.
Good work again from Bendall there, getting through with that straight left hand. Looks good when he puts the combinations together, Bendall.
He's got plenty of talent, Stephen Bendall. He won 5 national junior titles, and another left hook rocks Bystrikov, who has to hold on a little bit like Latakwai Hammond did when he fought Junior Witter on Monday night. Really nowhere to go when they came together there, and Bendall could be on the verge of dismantling this brave but limited and tiny, to be perfectly honest, Ukrainian. That's a right hand, down he goes in the corner, just slipping onto water, but it's been counted. Down twice now, Bystrikov, and looking in serious trouble.
Well, Bystrikov was hurt from that first left hand. Again, Bendall getting through with another left hand, and Bystrikov looks on unsteady legs in there.
He's got huge calves, the stocky Ukrainian, and a big heart to continue to fight back against all the odds here. Punches raining in, and John Keane having a much closer look now at Filip Bystrikov, who's being picked off by this unbeaten talent from Coventry. It could just be a surprise to the middleweight scene. Only Howard Eastman out on his own as the leading British middleweight, and Bendall could be part of the mix. Good display.
Yeah, good boxing display from Bendall. As you said there, Howard Eastman, the only real star in the middleweight division, so it's wide open, this division. And Bendall certainly looks like he's got that class.
Bystrikov here on the end of a systematic beating, a pounding out from the fast hands of Bendall, who just let the left go slightly low and walked into one. But bar that, he's hardly put a foot wrong.
Yeah, Bendall is starting to drop those hands now. He has got to be careful because Bystrikov is still in there and still game.
I'm very surprised this Ukrainian is still in the fight. He showed so much courage. And Stephen Bendall boxing beautifully. He's the corner with Trevor Francis now.
There was that big left hand from Bendall, really sent the shivers to the bottom of Bystrikov's boots. And then the knockdown, the good combination, finished off with a right hook from Bendall. There we see the hook going just through the guard of Bystrikov. Did seem to slip in the corner, but the shot was landed.
The huge reach advantage he gets with that jab, Stephen Bendall. And Bystrikov takes many deep breaths. But hey, to give him credit, he comes out for the second half of this one. The man in the black trunks and black boots, who just can't find any way past the jab and left of Stephen Bendall.
Yeah, not enough head movement from Bystrikov. He's just walking forward in straight lines, allowing Bendall to hit him with those straight lefts and the occasional right hook. Bendall's still got to be careful, keep those hands tight.
Yes, mustn't get overconfident here. Everything going so well. The cut-eye not a problem, and the skills very, very good from Stephen Bendall. But that's not surprising, seeing he was an English ABA light middleweight finalist. And now Bystrikov is offering less resistance and walks into more, and that's quite right. Well done, John Keane. A very, very good stoppage at the perfect time in round 5, and Stephen Bendall collects stoppage win number 10 and fight win number 17. Well, he's probably ranked about number 8 in the country, but the likes of Anthony Farnell, Lee Blundell, the Australian Sam Solomon, who's based in London, above him. The gap to Howard Eastman, he could be up for a British title shot at some point.
Well, you'd think that at some point in the near future, Bendall would be up there. He is 28 years of age now, so they do need to make a move with him. Certainly an impressive performance there from Bendall. Good stoppage by the referee. Bystrikov was never going to get into that contest. He lost every round. An excellent performance from Bendall.
And good to see him at last, Stephen Bendall, with the Coventry colours wrapped around him. Good stoppage.
Yeah, good stoppage. There was a solid shot coming back now from Bendall. He gets through with some excellent... There's the left hand, and then that right hook that really rocked Bystrikov. He was ready to go there, and Bendall was just going to pile on more pressure, and a great stoppage from the referee.
Coventry boxing starting to rebuild, and A quality southpaw here with Stephen Bendall, who at 28 now needs to get a move on and fight some of the top British men. But well done tonight. It was exactly the win and the display that he needed.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 1 minute, 2 seconds of round 5, your referee John Keane had stopped the contest with Bystrikov in no condition to carry on. Your winner from Coventry, Steve Bendall.